Catherine, if you come and lie down, okay, as we do normally, we'll take our knees wide, feet together. So good to have a few props to hand like usual. So a couple of pillows and blocks if you've got them, blankets and things. So it's a nice cozy practice. And we'll close tonight with a meditation. So I flew out to, I think Bali is my location for the evening. So nice and relaxed. Let's close our eyes and rest your left hand to your heart and your right hand to your tummy. And we'll take a few breaths now. So take a deep breath in and a clearing breath out. Okay, so 2 more. Breathe in and breathe out. 1 more time. Breathe in and exhale. Close your mouth now and start to breathe in and out through your nose. So this is called Ujjayi breath. It's an audible, heating breath. Focusing all of your attention now on that breath. So tonight's practice is slower than maybe you're used to practicing. So we will flow and then we'll take it down to a more relaxed practice towards the end. Okay, so bring your knees in towards your tummy now. So squeeze your knees in and then have a little move side to side. So keep a hold of the knees. And then when you feel ready, drop the knees to the right and turn your head to the left. Okay, so gentle spinal twist to begin. Okay, come back to center with the knees. Drop them to the other side. So drop your knees over to the left, turn your head to the right. Louise is struggling to hear me, so I'm just going to have a little chat. Louise, can you hear me yet? No. Okay. I'm not sure why you can't hear me, because I think everybody else is hearing me okay. And we'll come to center. So come to center with the knees. Take behind the knees and then start to rock and roll up and down your mat. Okay, so full length of your mat. Louise, perhaps it's in the settings somewhere, the audio. And then rock forwards, cross your ankles and come to, there we go. I think you're connected to audio. Yay, she's in the room. Okay, perfect. All right, so come onto your hands and your knees. So we're coming into a tabletop position. Okay, so Emma, I have injured my right knee. I've torn my ACL. So anything you see me do with my right knee, don't copy me, okay? So we're going to inhale as we arch the back, look up towards the ceiling. Exhale as you round your spine and tuck your chin into your chest. Okay, inhale as you arch. Exhale as you round. One more time together, ladies. Inhale, arch the back. And then round the spine. Exhale. Circle the hips. So I want you to sit all the way back onto your heels and then come forward. Bring the hips forward. Okay, so releasing tension there in the hips and the glutes. Quite a nice idea now. Just close down your eyes and send your attention in. Notice what this feels like in your body this evening. Any tightness, maybe move a little slower back and forth. And then come to center, reverse those circles, take them in the other direction. Nice big circles. Okay, come to center. You're going to reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. So reach it up, so all the way up, and then thread the needle. So bring this right shoulder down and the right cheek down. So you can stay here. Sorry, I'm going to show you the other way so you can hear me. So you could stay here with the left shoulder down. You might like to, so the left shoulder stays, the right arm can stay ahead of you or come around the back to grab a hold. I'm saying right arm, aren't I? Because I've showed you the other side. So the left arm can come ahead or around the back. Okay, so you're relaxed down onto your right shoulder. Sorry, Emma, I was demonstrating with my good side. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Okay, so bring yourself up onto your hands and your knees. Switch sides, so apologies for my left and right mix up. So you should be taking your left arm up now and bring the left shoulder and left cheek down. And you may stay there. So you're down on your knees, Emma. So you should be down on the knees. And your shoulder is down, your cheek is down. The right arm comes ahead or around the back. Okay, so you're opening up, the knees are down. Bring both of your hands now onto the mat, tabletop position. We're going to take our knees out wide, big toes together. Sit all the way back. So this is not something that I can demonstrate for you. So your bottom will sit back onto your heels. Your forehead comes down and your arms ahead of you. So child's pose. Resting here in your child's pose. So take your hands maybe a little wider tonight. So really create the space there in between your shoulders. Start to move your head from side to side. And very slowly, you're going to walk your hands to your right hand side. So just take them over to the right. Stretch down your left. Okay, so your forehead is on the mat, but you're walking the hands over. And then come back to center with the hands. Take them in the opposite direction. So to the other side, take the opposite hand on the top. So if you've gone one way, it really doesn't matter. Just stretching down both sides. And then come to center with the hands. Okay, push up onto your knees and tuck your toes. Let's come into our first downward facing dog. So we're going to move our heels now up and down, one at a time, up and down the mat. Let's look through our legs, shake the head yes and no. Take a breath in, lift the heels up towards the ceiling, and then exhale as the heels come back down. Okay, 2 more, lift the heels and hips. Exhale, bring them down. 1 more time, we lift and then come down. Okay, look forwards. Slowly as you can, walk to the top of your mat. Try and keep the legs as straight as possible. And then bend them when you get there to the top of your mat. Grab your elbows. So we're coming into a ragdoll. So ragdoll, have nice soft knees. Have the feet as wide as you need to. And move forwards and backwards, side to side. Release the arms. Give them a shake. See if you can let it all go. And then bring your feet together. Tuck your chin into your chest. As slowly as you can now, we're going to come up to stand. So really, really slowly. Take the arms up above your head, full body stretch. Look up towards the fingertips. Interlace the fingers, push the palms up. So you're pushing your palms up towards the ceiling. Take it to the right, stretch your left. And then back up, switch sides. Then again, back up to center, reach the fingertips up. Look towards the fingertips and grow tall. And then bring the palms together, bring them to heart center. So close down your eyes. Push your feet down into your mat. Roll your shoulders away from your ears. Take a deep breath now in together. And open your mouth. Blink your eyes, reach your arms up. Inhale. Exhale as you fold forward. So fold from your hips and soften your knees. Halfway lift, look to the top of your mat, shoulder blades draw together. And then exhale as you bow. Inhale as you push the feet down, rise up, look towards your hands, grow tall. And then exhale, fold. Halfway lift, look forwards. Exhale as you soften. One more time, really push your feet down into your mat, rise up. And then fold, exhale. Halfway, look forwards. High plank, step back, okay? So we step into high plank, move forwards. Drop the knees to the ground. Make sure the shoulders are stacked over the wrists. Bring the elbows in and lower down. Inhale as you open. Exhale as we tuck the toes, push back onto the knees, and then downward facing dog. Exhale. Breath in together. Breath out. Okay, bring your feet together at the back of your mat. Lift the right leg up. Push the heel towards the back of your mat and then lift up. Bend into this knee. So you're going to circle your ankle. Take it one way and then the other way. Send your gaze now through the hands and step that right foot forward. Okay, drop the left knee to the ground. Take the arms all the way up. Shoulders are dropped. Little back bend here as you inhale. And then exhale, hands down. Left hand is here. Right hand, reach that up. Look towards your right fingertips and twist. Okay, so the left hand is on the mat. Tuck the back toes. Lift up the left knee. Bring the right hand down, and we're going to step back now into a downward facing dog. Try your best not to scrape the foot back, okay? So lift up and step back, down dog. Take a deep breath in together, and a clearing breath out. We'll switch to the left, so lift the left leg up, bend into the knee, stack open the hips, create the space, circle the ankle. Go the other way, and then look through the hands, step the left foot through. Drop your right knee to the ground. There's absolutely no rush, so just take the time you need. Take the arms up, drop the shoulders, fix your gaze on something ahead. Take a little back bend, inhale, and then bring the hands down. Right hand, keep that on the mat. Left hand, reach that up. So look towards your left fingertips and see if you can stack the shoulder blades one on top of the other. Now we're going to tuck the back toes and lift up that right knee. So the right knee lifts, look up, left hand down. Again, see if you can engage the belly and step back without scraping the leg back. Okay, lift and step. Downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Again, breathe in. Breathe out. Lift up the right leg, so lift it towards the ceiling. Step it forwards. You're going to come into a warrior one. So warrior one, our our left heel turns, and our right hip comes back as the left hip comes forward, okay? So quite a nice idea to grab a hold of your own hips and adjust them. Take the arms up for warrior one, and then make a warrior two, the arms and the hips open. The gaze stays forward. Reach the right palm forwards and flip. Reverse your warrior. So we're looking towards our right hand, and then the left hand could possibly come around the back and grab a hold of the right hip. If that's not working, then take the left hand down the left leg. Breathe in here, and then vinyasa, so bring those hands to the mat. Step back into a high plank. Remember, this is a slower practice, so we have time. Drop the knees if you need to, and then lower. Exhale on the way down. Inhale as we open up the chest, drop the shoulders, and then tuck the toes either through tabletop on the knees or straight back into a downward facing dog. Okay, a breath now in together. And a clearing breath, let it go. Let's move on to the left. So lift the left leg up, inhale, and then step it through warrior one, left side, okay? So lifting up into warrior one, back heel turns, reaching the arms up. Warrior two, opening out. Okay, so reach forward, flip the front palm, reverse your warrior. Take your right hand now and see if it's possible to grab a hold of the left hip. And pay attention if you've lost the bend in the left knee, sink a little deeper there. Look up towards the left hand. Take a breath up here. And then vinyasa, bring the hands to the ground. Take your time. Step into high plank, move forward. Take the knees down, bend the elbows. Inhale, open. Exhale, make a child's pose now. So take the knees wide, sit the bottom back onto the heels, bring the forehead down. Okay, take a moment in child. Resting, resetting. Take a deep breath together. And a clearing breath out. Okay, downward facing dog now, ladies. Lift yourselves up. Down dog. I'm going to take the right leg forwards once again into warrior one. Okay, so warrior one, arms up, warrior two, and then straighten up this right leg. So you're going to reach forward with the right hand and come into triangle. So the right hand comes on the inside of the right shin, and then the left hand reaches up. So shoulder blades once again stacked on top of each other. So the right leg is as straight, and then possibly a little softness in the knee so you're not locking it out. Look towards the left hand. 2 breaths. 1. Okay, bend into your right knee. You're going to open back into warrior two and take the hands behind your back. So you interlace them, the bend in the right knee stays. Open up the chest, so I'll just show you the arms if you're not sure. So interlaced hands, inhale, and then exhale. As you bow forwards, allow the head to come down towards the ground. Try not to lift up to see the screen. Try just to listen to my voice, okay? Catherine, there's a bend in that right knee, so just bend that knee towards the front of your mat, okay? So Louise as well, hands are behind the back, interlaced, okay? Yeah, and we're folded forward, so we're in humble warrior, like so. Okay, release the hands now, either side of the right foot. Turn the left foot to face forward. You're going to step to the top of your mat, halfway lift. Exhale as you soften. Push the feet down, rise all the way up, look towards the fingertips, palms together, heart center. Okay, chair pose now, so sit into your seat for 1 breath. Sitting low, drop the shoulders, take a breath here, and then fold, exhale. Halfway, we look forward, and then we step back, high plank. Okay, moving forward, lowering down. Take a breath here. And then tuck the toes, make a down dog, push back. Deep breath in. Clearing breath, let it go. Left leg, take that up towards the ceiling. Step it forwards in between the hands and turn your back heel. Make a warrior one. So reaching up. Warrior two. Straightening the left leg this time, and you reach with the left hand. So you can't go any further. Take the left hand on the inside of the left shin and then look towards the right fingertips. You want to open towards your right rather than collapse down. Okay, bend into this left knee, open out. Take the hands behind the back, open the chest, inhale. Okay, so inhale as you open, then the exhale. Lead with your heart, humble warrior. Let your head come down. Keep the bend in the left knee. See if the arms can come away from the body, but keep them in the clasp. Okay, 2 breaths. 1. Release the hands to the ground, either side of your left foot. The right foot is going to face forward and then step forwards. Halfway lift. Exhale as you soften. Inhale, rising all the way up. Look towards those fingertips. Bring the palms together and then heart center. Okay, standing tall once again, where you were at the very beginning of this practice. Close your eyes for a moment. Okay, so we're just standing tall, Emma, hands together. Okay, take a deep breath in now, reach the arms up. And then we're going to come into eagle pose. So eagle, we take our right arm and wrap it underneath the left, okay? So right arm underneath the left, push away from you with your forearms. Hopefully you can get the bind. If you struggle, you can always grab the shoulders and then sit into the seat. Take your right leg over the top, wrap it around or rest the toes on the mat. So you're going to sit nice and low and then have a straight spine. So think about sitting up tall but sending your bottom down towards the ground. 2 breaths. 1. Slowly releasing. Arms up, so take them all the way up. And then take the left arm now. Wrap the left arm under the right. Push away from you with your forearms. Sit, and then take that left leg over the top. Wrap it around, and breathe strongly now. 3, 2, 1. Release, arms up, reaching up. So you're going to take your left arm ahead of you and your right arm behind you. I want you to grab a hold of your right foot. So I'm going to show you grabbing my left. So grab a hold of your right foot, push the foot into your hand, and we come into a dancer's pose. So if you struggle at all with the balance, just look ahead so you can focus on the breath. 2 breaths now. 1. And release. Switching sides. So your left arm ahead of you. So your right arm ahead of you, your left arm behind you. Grab a hold of your left foot. Okay, so push that left foot into your hand and then come forward. So dancer's pose on the left. Take the time that you need to come into it. So as you push your foot into your hand, that brings you forwards. Okay, only kind thoughts if you wobble out. Okay, slowly, slowly, feet together. Arms up above your head, so reach them all the way up. And then bring your palms together, heart center. tree pose on your right side. So lift your right foot, take it above the knee or maybe below. Just avoid the knee, okay? Knee is made to go forwards and backwards, not side to side. Okay, she says with her dodgy knee. So palms together. And then when you feel grounded, take the arms all the way up. Shoulders are dropped. And again, only kind thoughts. If you fall, just come right back in again. Release, switch sides. Just take a moment, switch sides when you're ready, lifting your left foot above or below the knee, or maybe resting the toes on the mat. Okay, arms up. Separate the hands. Soft gaze, soft shoulders, soft jaw. Palms together, heart center, release. Take a deep breath now in, so release the feet down, breath in, breath out. Reach the arms up, inhale, and then exhale as you fold. Inhale as you look forwards to halfway, and then exhale as you step back into high plank. Okay, move forward, lower down, exhale. Inhale, open, and then exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, clearing breath out. Okay, we're going to come down. We're going to come into a high plank, and I personally am going to drop my knees, okay? So we're lowering down to our mat for 5 breaths. Knees down or knees up as you lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. When you get there, bring your right cheek to the mat and have your arms beside you. Close your eyes for a moment. Okay, so just rest there. Moving into locust pose. So I'll quickly demonstrate it for you if you're not familiar. If you have any lower back problems, keep the feet apart. If everything is okay, the big toes come together. This is in your lower back, so you're going to feel it, but hopefully in a good way. You bring your forehead to the center. Palms are facing down onto the mat. So we always inhale before a back bend. So inhale, lift the hands, lift the feet, lift the chest, and send your gaze down towards the ground, okay? So no stress on the neck. 3 breaths here. 2. And 1, release. Windscreen wipe the legs, move the hips, just get rid of any tension in the lower back. Okay, this time I want you to take your hands behind your back to see if it's possible to interlace them. If it doesn't work, then keep the hands where they were in the previous one. So if you want to change it up, have the hands behind your back, big toes together, forehead down, take a breath. And then we lift. 5 breaths now. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just move those hips side to side. Okay, 1 more. So you have the option now. Number 1 was arms beside you. Number 2 was hands behind the back. Number 3, if you wanted to take it, please just remember that my right knee is not bending, so someone just copied me with 1 foot. So see if you can grab a hold of both of your ankles if you want to come into floor bow, okay? So floor bow, both ankles, and we take a breath in and we lift, okay? So 1, 2, or 3 is this option. Okay, 5 breaths here. 4, 3, 2, lift higher if you can for 1, and release. Just windscreen wipe those legs side to side. We're going to push up now onto our knees. So come up onto your knees, and if you do have, where's my block? If you do have a block or something that you can pop in between your legs, you can use it now. It's not necessary, it just helps to engage the muscles. Okay, so we're up on our knees and we're coming into camel pose. So knees are down, squeezing the prop in between your legs, so hopefully you can see that. And then the hands are on the lower back. Okay, this is chest opener and a throat opener. Anything that bothers you in your lower back, then back off. Okay, so we're squeezing our prop if we have one, or just knees together, opening the chest, push the hips forward, and then just allow your head to drop back. Okay, enjoy that chest throat opener. Take a couple of breaths here. One more. And then relax. You're going to come into restorative child. So that looks like both knees together and pretend my knee is down. So you're wrapping your arms around you in a tight little ball, okay? So as tight as you can. Forehead is down. Okay, bring your hands down onto your mat. Push yourselves up into a downward facing dog. So lift the hips up. Have another little move around in your down dog. And then lift up your right leg. So your right leg is going to go up towards the ceiling. Bend that knee. Bring the knee to the wrist. So we're coming into a half pigeon. So the right knee to the right wrist. Emma, I'm not sure if you're familiar with this, so I can assist you if you feel any sort of pain. So Catherine, yeah, flip on your back, great. So sometimes people prefer this on their back. So if you feel anything in the knee, the option would be to come on your back, bend into the knee, and then bring the right hand through the middle and just pull in there. Okay, so I'm just going to come and see. So we good there? Emma, you can relax down. So can you, Louise, if you wanted to. Relax the head down. Use your props if you need them. Suzanne, I think you're good there. You know this pose quite well. So relax into it. Sometimes we think actually we know the pose so well, and then we come into it on a different occasion and it feels very different. So try not to force your body. Do what it wants you to do. Emma, if you need me, just let me know. Are we good? Okay, good. So see if you can be still just for a couple of breaths. As I always say, it's very rare that we're still in our day. Very, very rare, apart from when we go to sleep at night. So sometimes we can feel a little uncomfortable and we can move around. See if the next few breaths you can be completely still. Okay, make your way into your down dog, or Catherine, switch over. So downward facing dog for Suzanne, Emma and Louise. And switch sides. So when you get there, lift the left leg, bend the knee and come forward. But just be really gentle here. Notice it will be different. So try not to put yourself in exactly the same position as you did on the other side. Find the position that works on this side and then be still. 2 more breaths here. Okay, so extend your legs ahead of you, so straight out ahead of you. We're going to come into a forward fold. Before you do, just find the sitting bones, sit up nice and tall. Soften the knees a little bit, flex the toes, reach up, inhale, and then exhale, fold. Take a hold of your ankles, your knees, your shins. Working with your breath. Every inhale is a slight lift. Every exhale, you go deeper. Okay, so inhaling and exhaling, go deeper and deeper. So it's not a competition to see how far we can go each time. So just be gentle and loving. Okay, very slowly bring yourselves up. So bring yourselves to a seat. If you have a block, then you can use it, or maybe a little prop or something. We're going to pop it underneath our lower back. Okay, so if you don't have anything, you can just simply bring your hands under your lower back. And we're taking our legs up. We keep our body connected to the ground, so it's not a shoulder stand tonight. It's a gentle inversion. Legs up towards the ceiling. You need to soften the knees and do that. Okay, removing your prop, bringing the legs down. So remove your prop to the side and then bring your right knee in towards your body. I want you to send it over to the left. Okay, spinal twist. So you're going to look towards your right fingertips and use your left hand to guide the knee down, to guide the right knee down. So bring yourselves to center. Shift your hips to your left. Bring the left knee into the body and then send that to the right. Look to the left. Okay, come back to center. And we're going to come into another chest opener. So if you have a block, I'm going to give you that as an option. If you have something that looks a bit like that, you can lie back onto it. So supported fish. So you lie back and let the shoulder blades. If you don't have a block or anything similar, you can come in with the forearms. So you can bring the forearms down. You lift the hips, lift the chest. So it's a little back bend here and a chest opener. Okay, and the head drops back. So that is another option. Okay, so with or without the prop. The chest is open. You lift the the chest up and then curve here in the lower back without the block. Okay, pointing the toes forward. If you've got a prop, Catherine, you want to just put that in between the shoulder blades, you can do that. Same with you, Emma. Sometimes a bit challenging. So if you've got your prop, then you put it in between the shoulder blades and you lie back onto it so you can open up the chest. Okay, and have the legs out straight or soles of the feet together. The idea is you're relaxing the head down and opening up the chest. If the head isn't on the ground, maybe you've got a pillow or something, you can rest underneath the head, because sometimes the head doesn't always come down. Yeah. Let me see. Okay.
Take that this one.
Okay, so do you have anything that looks like that? So your prop, does it look a bit like that? So do you have a pillow? Do you have a pillow there? Yeah. So just roll that pillow up into half and pop that in between the shoulders, okay? And then just, so make a little bit of a sausage with it and then lie back onto it. So we're just opening up the chest here, okay? Have the arms out. Yeah, head down, let the head drop back. We're not going to be here for a huge amount of time. Let's take a few breaths in. So take a breath with me. And open the mouth. Again, breath in. Breath out. One more time. And let it go. Okay, ladies, draw the knees in towards the body. We're going to roll over onto our side into a fetal position. And then just bring yourselves up. So we are going to move now as we did last week. So Catherine, Emma haven't been in this class with me yet. So I'm going to lead you through a guided meditation. So it's usually advisable that you sit up, okay, because otherwise you can fall asleep. So it's quite a nice idea to sit up. If you can, bring yourself up against something, table, or if you have the sofa, you can move me towards that, because Louise, are you in a different place than you were last time? Can you sit up against that wall behind you? Might be easier. Just because if you sit up and it's going to be about 10, just over 10, 15 minutes, you'll suddenly start to feel a bit uncomfortable, okay? So maybe you're sat on a pillow. Don't worry if you need to move around at all. So I don't want you to sort of worry that. So Suzanne's wrapped herself up as well. So if you get a little bit cold, it might be an idea to bring a blanket over you. Okay. Make sure you're just super, super comfortable, okay? If you need to scratch your face or move your leg because you've got a dead foot, please do that. Because the worst thing is that you're thinking about that scratch or the foot. Okay, so a comfortable position. Yeah, and we're ready. So assume your comfortable position. Shut your eyes as you start to relax. Okay, so take in a deep breath. And now breathe it out. Emptying your lungs entirely. Once again, take a full deep breath. Never strained or rushed. Exhale. Breathe in strength. And breathe out tension. Continue breathing this way to relax. Take full deep breaths. Allow your breathing to discover its own natural, unhurried pace. As ideas enter your mind, allow them to float away without attachment. Now listen to the world that exists inside you. Hear the clattering of your mind the constant talking to ourselves. See the patterns and habits of the mind, planning, scheming, judging, comparing, worrying. Note when your thoughts dwell on memories, reliving them over and over like an addiction to thought. Note when your thoughts chase after the future, attempting to control time by planning and hoping. But let yourself let all that thinking go just for a moment. Reassure yourself that even if you quit thinking for just a few moments, it'll be okay. Give yourself permission to love this moment without calculating what you could be doing instead. Encourage yourself that you deserve this time out from your hectic life that you lead and the frantic thinking you're so accustomed to. Your breathing now is unstrained. Relax your toes and your feet. Relax your ankles and your knees. Relax your leg muscles. Your breathing is deep and relaxing. Relax your fingers and your hands. Loosen your wrists and your elbows. Relax your arms. Your breathing is slow and peaceful. Feel your feet and your legs get heavy and warm. Feel your hands and arms get warm and heavy. Simply breathe as your thoughts come and your thoughts go. Focus on your breathing. Let go of tension as your body falls into a state of peaceful quiet. Unclench your jaw. Relax your face and let go of your tongue. Your heartbeat and breathing are serene and steady. Your breathing is relaxed. Void your mind of all thoughts. Your abdomen is soft and warm. Your limbs are heavy and warm. Watch your thoughts come and go like clouds in the sky. Your hands are warm. Your forehead is cool. And your breathing is deep and relaxed. Feel your breath sink lower and lower into your lungs. As your shoulders drop, feel your breath fill the upper part of your chest. You're relaxed and peaceful. Your breathing is deep and relaxed. Warm hands, cool forehead. Empty your lungs totally. Hear the silence grow as your mind hushes. You are relaxed, you are calm, and you are centered. Your heart rate and breathing are calm and steady. Warm hands, cool forehead. Your breathing is deep and relaxed. Enjoy the quiet. It is time to leave this place, to begin to return. Let your breathing bring you back. So gently now, let's take a couple of deep breaths. Breathing in, breathing out. Remember one last time that you can return to this place at any time that you wish. It may only be for a moment, but it will remind you of the sense of peace that's yours. Let's bring our hands together. Keep your eyes closed. I want you to rub your hands together, creating some heat, creating some energy there in between your hands. Bring the heels of your hands over your eyelids and massage your eyelids. Allow your hands to just gently now fall down your face. Blinking your eyes open. So just take in what it is that you can see ahead of you for a moment. And then when you're ready, start to take in what's around you. Bring your hands back to heart center. Just rest your eyes closed gently now for a moment. Sit tall. Roll your shoulders back. Ooh, rolling your shoulders back. Take a deep breath together. And open your mouth. Bring your thumb knuckles to the middle of your forehead. With a quiet mind and an open heart, together we say Namaste.